like this. This is your marketing funnel. This is your sales marketing funnel. Right, so everything up here is social and search engine optimization and web analytics and Twitter and conversations that gets distilled down eventually to someone wanting to do business with you. That gets down to someone actually doing business with you. If you want to talk about a common metric that we all have, but it's especially relevant for your industry, it's down here. It's what happens after the sale. This is the evangelist. This is the referral, because for you guys, especially for almost all businesses, referrals and word of mouth matter the most. They deliver the highest quality conversions. All your metrics up here are diagnostics. They tell you, okay, search traffic is delivering, this stuff, and we know, yes, our website's good, no, our website's not good. But it's a diagnostic metric. It doesn't really impact this down here. We have to do this stuff to get people, to meet people, to talk to them, right? They convert. Then if we want to measure the thing that's going to move the needle the most for us, regardless of what happens in technology, we have to measure down here, the evangelists. We have to measure, okay, how many referrals am I getting? Am I getting, do people hate my product? I mean, it's great if you Twitter all day, but then, the one person you sell to hates you. That's not so good. So it's this down here is where ultimately you're going to see the biggest needle mover, is your referral audience.
Great point. Go ahead, Jay.
I just want to go back a little bit. What started with what Jason made me think of this is up to now, and I think this is changing, it's been thought of as here's new media, here's social media over here, and then over here on the other side of the fence is your traditional marketing. And, of course, social media was like throwing eggs over at traditional media. You stink, advertising sucks, which is, of course, how social media makes its money is through advertising. But it's like there's been this fence separating the two, okay? And so we say, well, what do we do over here in social media? Well, let's do this. And, oh, yeah, we've got this traditional media. What do we do over here? Let's do this. And it's been like two separate strategies, and it's not tied in together. What has to happen, and what my main point is going to be tomorrow, is it has to be the same strategy. And where do you get that strategy? If you have a strong brand, if you have done the homework and the work before you start marketing on your brand and building a strong brand, then you know what to do in social media. You know what to do in traditional media. And I'm saying, hey, straddle the fence, play both sides, but stick to your brand. I have a client who's is a little family-run Ford dealership just outside of Waco. Okay, if you go to their website, if you look at their TV commercial, if you go to their Facebook page, and if you walk onto the lot, it's all the same thing. They know exactly what they do, and it's so easy for them. They just say, oh, okay, yeah, here we're doing this, we're doing this. It's all the same thing. So if it's not individual silos, which is a cool term that marketing people like to use, the silo thing, right? It's not. Don't think of it as silos. It's all one thing. It's all tied back together.
So that brings me actually to our final question. So what is the opportunity for brands out there now using the combination of the traditional marketing and this new media, social media marketing? What is the opportunity for brands out there?
The opportunity that social media presents as one piece of the overall marketing puzzle, one spoke on the wheel, is to bring a human face and a human voice of your business to your consumer. And that's what it brings, and quite frankly, I think that's all it brings. The rest of the marketing mix, the rest of the different tactics that you can use to bring people into the funnel and then put them through the bottom of the funnel to where they become the referral system for you and your community of ambassadors, that's all different pieces of the puzzle. Social media puts the human face on your company and makes people care about you as a brand, as a company, as a facet of their life, as opposed to just this monolithic logo or building that they refer to.
Gino?
Tomorrow I'll talk a little bit about offline word of mouth, which is face to face, and it's something we really haven't talked about right in this. I wish we could have more time and talk about that. 90% of word of mouth happens offline, and that number might go up. It went down a little bit, but now after what Edelman's talked about with trust, it's probably going to go up. So I think there's a huge opportunity to really develop strategies that are offline. I think we, as marketers, we miss the opportunity of engagement in the participation stage. We forget to ask people to participate. We invite them in to continue the conversation after they make the purchase. And I think in the multifamily thing, it makes a lot of sense. So I think you've got to have the integrated strategy that's traditional social media, but then also what are you doing offline? Because as Chris was talking about evangelists, that's where they do the good work. It's the stuff at the water cooler. It's when they're in the office and they recommend it to a friend, and you trust that person because you know them.
And more importantly, when you